A retired FBI agent testifying in the trial of Duane Keffe D Davis. This is now day 3 in the case surrounding the murder of Tupac Shakur 3 decades ago.
And a former LAPD detective taking a stand today. He says he was present during an interview with Duane Keffe D Davis where he admitted to taking part in the murder of Tupac Shakur. 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy reporting now from the Regional Justice Center.
A former LAPD detective testified that Duane Keffe D Davis admitted to his role in the murder of Tupac Shakur nearly 20 years ago. Darren Dupree says he was on a task force investigating the murder of Christoper Wallace, also known as Biggie Smalls, which happened months after the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur. LAPD eventually cleared Davis for the Biggie Smalls murder, but in the process of that investigation, he agreed to an interview where he made that admission in 2008. It was considered a proffer, meaning Davis probably thought that information would not be shared or used against him. Dupree recalls hearing Davis make that admission.
At that time, he said, no, we didn't have anything to do with that. We're like, that one, what do you mean? And then he said, we did the other. We had nothing, we didn't think he was, we were talking about Christoper Wallace. We didn't ask him any questions about Tupac. He offered that on his own. It was a surprise to us. Number one, we were shook.
Dupree recalled Davis's version of events quite similar to his version of events in interviews and in his book, Compton Street Legend. Dupree says Davis also said Sean Diddy Combs may have had involvement, and LAPD went to New York with Davis so he could work on a relationship with a contact to verify involvement by Combs, but that did not pan out. He testified about the background and the feud between Death Row Records and Bad Boy Records.
Now, you don't understand this, but I'm from the hood. Everybody knows it was, okay? Everybody knows that those record companies were started with the sales of narcotics. So the feds were looking at a RICO. We cared about the murders. So this was chasing the money. This was chasing Sean Combs to see if he was involved with, the hit on Mr. Shakur.
Defense attorney Michael Sampt questioning Dupree and a retired FBI agent, asking if Davis made these admissions and claims about other individuals committing crimes too, why wasn't more of an effort made to investigate the claims? Also pointing to 2 proffer interviews from 1998 and that 2008 interview when Davis made the admission and how that information was handled. A prosecutor asked Dupree if he believed Davis when he made those admissions about the Tupac Shakur murder. He said he didn't have reason not to believe him, especially because he pointed to Orlando Anderson, his nephew, pulling the trigger. Dupree says Anderson was well-loved, well-liked in the neighborhood, and he does not believe Davis would have tarnished his name. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
For the latest on this and other stories, visit 8newsnow.com and tune into our live newscasts on Channel 8 every day at 6 and 11 p.m. or weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m.